Okay, in this video, I would like to discuss with you economics paper 1 in the year 2050. Paper 1, multiple choice questions. Then, actually, you have to manage the time at the examination. Otherwise, you won't be able to finish all 50 questions within the given period. Right. With the paper 2015 August, paper 1, you are given 2 hours. Within 2 hours, you have to finish all 50 questions. So I will discuss 10 by 10. In one video, I will take 10 questions, and within 5 videos, I will cover whole paper. Right. Question number 1. Question number 1. Which of the following is a microeconomic statement? You know, if you take microeconomics, in microeconomics, we talk about small components of the economy or individual components of the whole economy. Therefore, here you have to first understand what is micro and macro. When it comes to macro, we talk about the whole economy as a whole. Here, they have given you a question, which of the following is a microeconomic statement? Then number 1, answer, the price of the rubber declined by 10% last year. Here, if you take rubber price, that is individual component, one product. They are talking about one product. Therefore, it comes under really microeconomics. Then at the examination, no need to worry about other answers. Really, you have to select the number 1. The price of rubber declined by 10% last year. That comes under microeconomics. But for you to understand, I will just explain other answers also. Unemployment was 5.8% of the labor force last year. Unemployment comes under macroeconomics. Countries' unemployment, therefore it doesn't come under micro. The third answer, the real gross domestic product increased by 7%. Gross domestic product also comes under macroeconomics. The next one, the general price level increased by 4% last year. Our general price level is also comes under macroeconomics, general price level. We calculate general price level to the whole economy. Therefore, it comes under macroeconomic. Then last one, the tax revenue of the government decreased by 8% last year. Tax revenue means the one unit. Therefore, it is for whole economy. Therefore, it's also, last one also comes under macro. Therefore, number 1 is the answer for first question. Number 1 is the answer for first question. The price of the rubber declined by 10% last year. Then question number 2, the 3 key groups of decision makers in an economic system are, we have different type of economic system, command economic system, social economic system, mixed economic system, like that, different type of economic systems. Then number 1, the 3 key groups of decision makers in an economic system are households, business firms, and banks. No, banks also actually comes under business. Therefore, number 2, households, business firms, and government. That is the answer. 3 key groups are households, consumers, and business firms, and government. Right. The second one is the answer for 3 key groups of decision makers in the economy. The third one, business firms, government, and non-government organizations. Right. Non-government organizations also comes under business firm. Business firms, banks, and foreign trades. No. Household, government, and bank. Correct answer is second one. Correct answer is second one. That is households, business firms, and government. Right. Then we'll come to Question number 3, the opportunity cost of an particular activity. What is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is the next best alternative foregone. No, our resources are limited. Even in limited resources, we have alternative uses of those limited resources. Therefore, actually, we have to select the best option. Then among other, when you select the best option, among other options, best one will be the opportunity cost. Therefore, here, opportunity cost of a particular activity is the same for everyone pursuing the activity? No. Includes both monetary cost and foregone income. Here, when it comes second one, they have mentioned includes both monetary cost and foregone income. Foregone income is opportunity cost. Therefore, answer is second one. The third one includes monetary cost only. No, wrong. Includes foregone income only. Wrong. Measures the direct benefits of the activity. No, wrong. Therefore, correct answer is number 3. Correct answer is correct answer is number 2. Includes both monetary cost, that is material cost, and foregone cost, that is the opportunity cost. In economics, opportunity cost of a particular activity is includes both monetary cost and foregone income. Right. Then next question. Next question, number 4, along a country's production possibilities frontier. Along a country's production possibilities frontier, you know what is production possibilities frontier or curve? That is a curve which indicates the maximum production capacity of the country. That is the curve which indicates the maximum production capacity of a country. Then, actually, when it comes to answer 1, the level of technology is changing. No. When you draw production specific curve, we assume that no change in existing technology. Number 2, more of one good can be produced without giving up producing some of its other good. No. Resources are not being fully utilized. No. Available resources are being fully utilized. Right. That is the answer. Available resources are being fully utilized. We assume that when you draw a production perspective curve, we make 3 assumptions. One is available resources are being fully utilized. Right. That's correct. There is productive inefficiency in the economy. There is productive inefficiency in the economy. Actually, cannot be shown along a country's production perspective. We can indicate productive inefficiency by using PPC curve. It will be inside the PPC, but the question is along a country's production possibility frontier is available resources are being fully utilized. Right, fully utilized. Okay. Available along a country's production possibility frontier, the level of technology is changing. No, that is wrong. We assume that technology does not change. More of one good can be produced without giving up producing some of it's not good. Wrong. We have to sacrifice something from one good to produce production from other. That is also wrong. Resources are not being fully utilized. That is also wrong. Both available resources are being fully utilized. Right. We assume that available resources are being fully utilized. That is the answer. Then when it comes to question number 5, if resources were perfectly substitutable in all economic activities, which of the following would be true? If resources were perfectly substitutable in all economic activities, which of the following would be true? Here, that means all resources were perfectly substitutable in all economic activities. It can't happen practically. We can't have similar resources because one resource which is used to produce current item cannot be used to produce another type of goods. That means they are not substitutable. Right. Then second one, the production possibilities curve would be a straight line. Yes. You know, in practical world, we can have PPC curve, which is concave, increasing opportunity cost, but decreasing convex and straight line, we cannot have practice. Therefore, resources were perfectly substitutable in all economic activities, means it won't happen practically. Therefore, the production possibilities curve would be straight line. That is the answer, because if it is not there in practical world. Therefore, if the PPC curve is a straight line, then it indicates our resources are perfectly substitutable, right? Then when it comes to fourth one, no country or individual would have comparative advantage in any activity. That is also wrong. Scarcity of resources would be eliminated, right? It is also wrong. Therefore, our answer is the production possibilities curve is straight line. Curve is a straight line. Therefore, answer is number 2. Right. Then we can move to question number 6. The economy based on capitalism includes all of the following characteristics except means without, right? Capitalism, a price system based on demand and supply, that is correct, there in a capitalism. A system of private property is there, yeah, it comes under capitalism. Third one, self-interest among household and entrepreneurs, that is also correct. Freedom of enterprise, that is also correct, but central planning is not there in the price system. The economy based on capitalism includes all of the following, except centralized planning is for plan economy, not for capital effect. Right. Therefore, answer is number 5. Answer is number 5. Yeah, centralized planning. Right. The economy based on capitalism includes all of the following except means without centralized planning. Right. Answer is number 5. Right. Next one, number 7. A degree of government involvement in the economy is greater in where? The market economy, no. In a command economy. A command economy is a plan economy. Then in that type of economic system, government involved in the economic system fully. Therefore, the degree of government involvement in the economy is greater in a command economy. Therefore, answer is number 2. Answer is number 2. The command economy is plan economy. Answer is number 2. Right. If the demand for milk powder increase, whenever a person's income increase, then milk powder is an example. You know, when the consumer's income increases, people will increase demand for, especially for normal good. Therefore, milk powder, the price of milk powder increases, then if there is an increase in milk powder to the demand and also person's income, then it can be normal good. Normal goods are those goods when the consumer's income increases, demand also they will increase, positive elastic demand. Therefore, if we question number 5, sorry, answer number 5, a normal good is the answer. If the demand for milk powder increases, whenever a person's income increases, then milk powder is an example of normal good. When the consumer's income increases and also demand will increase for normal good. Therefore, answer is normal good. Answer is number 5. Question number 8, normal good. Right. Then question number 9. At a given time, when demand increase and supply increase in a competitive market for a normal good. Yeah. When they increase the demand, definitely price increase. Supply increase, then sometimes there can be, it depends on the elastic of supply. If they have inelastic demand, then supply can be cannot increase, but price will increase and demand also will increase for a normal goods, right? Therefore, answer is equilibrium price will fall and equilibrium quantity will rise. No, equilibrium price and quantity will both rise. Equilibrium quantity will rise equilibrium price will either rise or fall. Equilibrium price will fall, equilibrium quantity will either rise or fall. Number 5, equilibrium price will rise, it's okay, demand increase. Equilibrium quantity will either rise, fall, or remain unchanged. We can say about those three depending on the elasticity of demand. Therefore, answer is number 5. Question number 5. Question number 9. At a given time when demand increases and supply decreases in a competitive market for normal good. Therefore, answer is number 5. Equilibrium price will rise because demand increase. No, equilibrium quantity will either rise. If supply decreases in a supply decreases, no, therefore it can be fall. It depends on the elasticity of supply. Therefore, answer 5 is the correct one. Number 10, sugar and jaggery are considered as substitutes for each other in many consumer activities. Therefore, if the price of sugar rises, we would expect concerned product price increases. That means people will leave us the concerned product and move to other product. Therefore, substitutes, no, considered as substitutes for each other, no, in many consumption. Therefore, if the demand for jaggery to increase, right? Because as the jaggery price will increase, therefore, people will reduce demand for sugar and move to jaggery. Therefore, the demand for jaggery to the quantity demanded for jaggery to decrease, the price of the jaggery to decrease, the quantity demanded for jaggery to increase. Sugar and jaggery are considered as substitutes for each other in many consumptible activities. Therefore, if the price of sugar rises, then people will leave or reduce sugar and move to jaggery. We would expect the demand for jaggery to increase. No, it's wrong. The demand for jaggery to decrease can happen. The quantity demanded for jaggery to decrease. No, the price of jaggery to decrease, the quantity demanded for jaggery to increase. That means actually because of price there can be change in quantity demanded because of other factors here. Because of actually price in sugar, price of sugar, then what will happen to other metal? Therefore, we can say the demand for jaggery to increase because the price increases the concerned product. Therefore, people will leave us and demand for other product jaggery. Therefore, answer is number 3. The quantity demanded for jaggery to decrease. No, the demand for jaggery to decrease. The answer is number 2. So number 2. So we will discuss 10 by 10. That is question number from 1 to 10. 1 to 10 from the paper 2015. 2015. Right? That is the paper which was available in the year 2015. Paper 1 to 10 we discussed. Therefore, we can again and again practice. Sugar and jaggery are considered as substitutes for each other in many consumption activities. Therefore, if the price of sugar rises, then sugar will be more high cost. Therefore, people will live and demand jaggery. So, here, when you consider jaggery, change in price sugar is actually substitutes. No? Because of change in other factors except price, there will be change in quantity demanded. There will be change in quantity demanded. Therefore, when it comes to answer 1, the demand for jaggery to increase. Demand will increase for jaggery because rise in price of sugar means substitutes. No, change in price of substitutes means actually our consumer product is jaggery. Then jaggery and sugar are close substitutes. Therefore, when sugar price rises, the demand for jaggery to increase because price of other products. When you take jaggery market, the price of sugar will be the substitutes. Therefore, changing price of substitute will happen to sugar market also. Right. The answer is number 1. Question number 10. Answer is number 1. The demand for jaggery will increase. Right. That is the end of first question